I'm Hope.
And I'm Tim.
Welcome to Keeping It Real with Hope and Tim.
We're just doing a video and just kind of hanging out and talking about all the cool things that are going on. We're really excited about what we got happening, and we'll be coming to you probably once a week or so and just sharing some thoughts and stuff with you. And Hope's got some cool stuff going on. She'll be doing too.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video blog and also just a regular old blog. You can check it out on the app, Truckers app, through God's House of Worship here in Calvert City. It's going to be called Through the Eyes of Hope, and I'll be on there in the next week or so, and you can check that out too. Real excited about what God's got going on and what He's opening doors to.
But Keeping It Real with Hope and Tim, we're going to be sharing from different places that we're going to go, and just to invite you guys to come hang out with us. And for those of you that are watching it on the app, there's a link to where that you can also watch it on a computer if you want a bigger screen, or if you're watching on a computer and you would like to have us mobile with you, then look up the app in the App Store. It's look for Truckers Church, and then it'll say that it's hosted by God's House of Worship. And it's a neat little link because we have live streaming church services on Sunday morning at God's House of Worship with Pastor John and Sandy, and it's just a good time all around. It's a good tool that people that can't get out or for whatever reason couldn't make it out to church on Sunday morning, they can look on the app. And all during the week you can find some of us doing some different things. Hope and I will no telling what we're liable to be into, and of course she's got her thing going on, and John and Sandy will have something going on. There'll always be something once this gets rolling that you'll be able to come check out. So be sure and look daily and see what's going on with what we got happening.
And if you are in the area, we would always love to have you on Sunday mornings, because the more the merrier. And we always have a meal after church, and we just want you to feel welcome and let you feel like home to you.
And if you don't have a church home, then feel free and welcome to come and visit and worship with us. It's just a casual family kind of thing. Everybody knows everybody, and it's just like a big family. And have good fellowship every Sunday and enjoy it. If you do have a church that you go to, then we encourage you to be faithful to your church. But if you don't, then come visit us, or check us out on the app for a while, and then you kind of see what we're all about, and then you can come check us out. But
yeah, we also found out this past Sunday that we've got a new church building, and we're really excited about that. And we're going to be moving because we're growing and got new opportunities, and we're real excited about what God's doing. And Pastor John and Sandy are really excited and on fire for God, and we're real excited and want to lift them up and support them and everything that they're doing. And we're really excited to see where God has taken this church.
It's amazing how it all got started, and right now we're kind of in a storefront building, so to speak, and we're already last Sunday we're just about a standing room only in there, and right on time for God bless us with this new building that we'll be moving into in the next couple weeks. And it's a lot bigger, a lot more people, and it's just going to be a good time. It's a big thing, and church is very important. It's a good thing because you get to come and be part of a family and be around people that can lift you up and encourage you when you're down, and you can find somebody to talk to, get close to people, especially people like myself that don't have family close by. My closest family lives right at 100 miles from here, so my church family is my closest family right now, so I lean a lot on them to get encouragement, and need prayer or whatever, and that sort of thing. It's when you go to church and you get that bond with the people that go to church there, it's just a good thing. You don't have to go through anything alone. You've always got God, and you've always got people that you become close with, and the Bible says where one or two or three are gathered together, He'll be there, and that's what it's all about. And, scripture comes to mind in Psalms that says, I was glad when they said to me, let's go into the house of God and worship, and And that's a great thing, because you get up on Sunday morning and you're excited about, I want to go to church because I know God's going to show up and see what He's going to do. And it's always a cool thing whenever you know that you go to church where not only is the people welcome, but God is welcome to come in and move however He wants to move, and you get excited just to see what He's going to do once you get there.
And I've heard a lot of people say that, oh, why do I need to go to church? I can watch church on TV. I don't need to go to a building to worship God. And you don't have to go to a building to worship God. It's not the building, it's the people that you're around. You can sit at home and, no offense, you can watch Joel Osteen, Jesse Duplantis, Joyce Meyer. They're all great ministers. But you're not getting the family. You're not getting the socialness, the uplifting spirits, and the bonding that, Jesus Christ wanted from family members, within the church, the way it's supposed to be. When one person is down, all the other members of the church are there to help build them up and to lift them up. We're brothers and sisters in Christ. And ultimately that's what family does. If one person in a family is struggling, the other persons in a family lift them up. And that as a church is what we're supposed to do, and if one person has this big celebration, then we're all there to celebrate with them, because we are one family, with God. And I have a scripture in Hebrews. It's Hebrews chapter 10, and it's verses 23 through 25. And it says, "Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for He who promised is faithful. And let us consider one another in order to stir up love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as is the manner of some, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching." And a lot of people, they come to church for a while, and then they stop coming because somebody said something to hurt somebody's feelings. And, they say, oh, they're just a bunch of hypocrites. Well, you're going to get that no matter where you go. Whether you're in a workplace or, you're out shopping, well, you're going to go in here and you're going to see somebody wearing Abercrombie and Fitch and they're shopping in American Eagle. Or they could be a hypocrite too. Well, it's not our place to judge, It's our place to love. And the hospital is not a museum of saints. It's a hospital for sinners. And we just want, everyone to feel welcome. You come as you are. There's no dress code. You come in shorts, t-shirt, and flip-flops during the summertime if that's what you want to wear. You don't have to come dressed out. If you want to dress up, great. If you don't, great. This is God's house.
Another thing about going to church is, when you get up on Sunday morning, especially when you don't feel like getting up, you're wore out, you're tired, you get up and you go to church anyway, you're taking that step, especially if you need a touch from God. Sure, He can meet you at home, in your prayer closet or wherever, but, when you get around a body of believers and you take that step forward, and you go to a church where you say, God, I'm going to church, I want to meet you there, and I need a touch, and that's why I'm here, and I'm expecting to get that from you. And we see several times in the Bible where Jesus, when He walked up, He healed people instantly. Then there's other places where He told them to do things, and then they were healed. The blind man, he spit in the dirt, made mud, put in his eyes, and made him walk across town to get into the pool. He could have just healed him right there on the spot, but for whatever the reason was, it took that step of faith. And sometimes that's what it is about church. You're showing faithfulness to God by going to church. And you're meeting your Father there, and so I just think going to church is a very important thing for the family and for myself. Man, I can be down sometimes and go to church and be around some of the people, and they uplift me, and they don't even know that they're doing it. And you could do the same thing for somebody else if it's needing something. You may not ever know that you touched somebody that day at church, but and sometimes you won't know, and sometimes you will. They'll testify or come up and tell you. But the point is that you never want to miss out on God's blessing. You stay home, you don't go to church, you never know what you miss out on. And so we just want to encourage you to be sure, and if you have a church home, to be faithful and go. Every time the doors is open, expect God to meet you there. and He will. And you need something from God, He's there for you, and He's there for me, and for hope. And it's, church is just not something that we do on the weekends because it's traditional with family, or there's a lot of people that do, but it's more than that. The church, the type of church I was raised in growing up, we kind of laugh and talk about it. It's, some people consider it their hell insurance to, I got to go to church Sunday morning to keep my hell insurance up, and because I don't want to go there. Well, I want to go to church and get a little piece of heaven while I'm there, and it's kind of like having practice for worshiping once we get in heaven, and you're going to be around your family of believers there, and it's just a good time, and it's always encouraging, uplifting, and get you ready for the week to go to church and be a part of that. And we have, with that being said, Hope and I would like to invite you guys that if you have any comments or prayer requests or anything like that, we have an email address that we would love to hear from you guys.
Yes, we would.
And it would be cool to hear what God's doing in your life, or if you want to email us about what you feel like that God may start doing in your life, or what God's dealing with you. We'd love to hear about all that kind of stuff, and testimonies and prayer requests. Hope and I would love to pray with you and all that. I mean, what else would we?
Yes, any suggestions you have, or some topics you'd like us to discuss, or anything in the Bible that you have questions on. If we can't answer it, we'll get with Pastor John and Sandy and see what their take is on it. Maybe do a video blog with them together and try to answer it for you. We'll find somebody who does know the answer if we don't, and we'll get it there for you. We'll be glad to touch base with anything, and touch base, with what Tim said a while ago. I was raised similar to what he was raised, a very strict upbringing. We went to church every time the doors were open, and, had to go to church because that's what Mom and Daddy said. When I got out on my own, I was a little bit more, I can do what I want, didn't really want to go to church as much, so I kind of laid out a little bit, but, God always found a way to bring me back, and, now that I'm older, and I've lived a little bit, I found that, God is my one and only. He is my first love. And when I go to church on, Sunday, or whenever I can go, if there's a revival, or if there's a gathering, or if there's a chance to help, someone somewhere do something, it's food for my soul. It gives me strength to get through the week, Jesus just meets my need, whatever it is. And I can tell that if I don't go, I'm a little bit weaker, so it makes my life a little bit better, and it uplifts me, and people touch my life, but they have no idea how they do. It could just be a smile or a hug and say, hey, I was thinking about you this week. And they may not know what I went through, but God does, and He knows just that little word, meant the world to me. And I just want to encourage you, to come out, find a church somewhere. We hope it's ours, but, find you a church somewhere. Just listen to us, and we hope that something we say can touch your hearts. And, we pray, for everybody. We pray over this cast that hopefully, we can reach just one person. But if we can help somebody, and you could email us, just say, hey, it touched us, it would mean a lot to know that maybe, something we said could have helped somebody.
So our email address is keepinitreal@gmail.com. The Keepin is KEEPINITREALWITHHOPENTIM@gmail.com. So feel free to email us. It would be awesome to hear from you. We would love to hear any encouragement that we could get, because that's always a great thing for us. But this is something that we're just starting, and we just want to spend some time with you guys every week. And we encourage you guys to try to keep up with us and see what's going on, because we are going to visit and be a part of a lot of different things, and that we're going to be doing our video blog from. There's some mission places we're going to go to, and different things. It's not just going to be a studio setting like we are right now. It's going to be, we're going to try to take you guys out on some adventures, so to speak, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, you might have to look over us from time to time, because Hope and I, we do like to laugh and have a good time, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's serious topics, but we enjoy doing what we're doing, and we enjoy being joyful about it, and we just want to take you guys with us, and hope you'll tune in and check it out. And also we'll have a YouTube channel, and you should be able to find the link with the email address. With that, with the YouTube, from time to time we'll probably put together a video of some pictures of things that are going on that people send in at different churches, whether it's you're at a church and somebody in your family is getting baptized, or you're at a youth rally and the altar's full of youth, just different things that you capture a picture that you guys are doing. If you want to send that to us in an email and we put them videos together, then we'll put some of those on there, and it'll make for good videos, and get some of your testimonies out that maybe, you know, that might not normally get out to people here, because that's one thing that encourages people is testimony, and it's, you know, it's an important thing. And a lot of times people, you know, they don't feel like they can do things, but when they hear testimonies from other people that's been in that place or seen those things, and it's encouraging to them. So keep in contact with us, and we will enjoy that for sure.
Please do.
And be in prayer for us as we start this adventure. Yeah, me too. But because I need all the prayer I can get. And be sure to tune in to Hope's blog, video blog, and her and the other blog. And I know I can't wait to watch and to read. She's always inspiring to me, and I know she'll bless you as well. And check out, you know, John and Pastor John and Sandy's going to be putting some stuff on there. So stay in touch. You know, look on the app, and look forward to seeing you guys. Got anything else?
No, I think that about does it.
Well, we hope you guys have a blessed week, and we love you, and we'll say goodbye.
We love you much. God bless, and y'all have a good one. Till next time.